Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and ooh, no overlay yet again, because we're doing a random OVA wheel. Now, this is a supplementary wheel, because I screwed up. I misscheduled one of the OVAs, which was supposed to take a slot for when Jujutsu Kaisen was on break for the Olympics. Now, having released that episode early, well, not that I released that episode early, I released that episode on time. I released the Jujutsu Kaisen episode early, which did not give me the space between episodes that I should have. So, you might be wondering, what the fuck, why isn't there a Jujutsu Kaisen episode here? It's because I gotta do a supplementary wheel to fill in that space. Now, if you're unfamiliar, or did not check out the last wheel, or any of the wheels, then what we're doing here is we're using the Lextorious Anime Randomizer to find ourselves an OVA to watch at random. Now, sometimes this takes just a couple of clicks, 2 to 5 minutes. Sometimes this has taken up to half an hour because we're going over a very specific category of OVA that we want to watch, which is to say, has to be over 20 minutes, has to be shorter than an hour, say 40 minutes, wiggle room. There's a little wiggle room, 40 to 45 minute area. We're not here for a movie. This isn't the random anime movie wheel. TBD. Has to only be one episode. Cannot be part of a larger series. It can't be like a special OVA episode of a series. Cannot be a music video. Cannot be a commercial. Cannot be porn. So no RX to H rating. Other than that, if there's anything in question, we'll determine on the way. Oh, obviously it has to be findable. If it's so rare that I can take 5 minutes after we find out that I can't find it, then we move on. Other than that, if there's any exceptions that I've forgotten about, we'll find them on the way. So let's go ahead and start rolling and see where we get. I hope we keep up our luck. Unknown tends to be that it's coming out soon, but it hasn't been released yet. Ironically, we got 2 of those already. That's 26 episodes. I'm going to be clicking as fast as I possibly can. 12 episodes. So the moment that I see anything that doesn't fit, well, that is one episode, 26 minutes long. Let's just take a quick look, see if there's any details or if it's gettable. All right, well, I've done my due diligence, and I cannot find that. So, as much as I would love to watch a 2023 stop motion whatever is going on there, I can't tell. Unavailable, so we continue rolling. 16 minutes. Sorry, 16 minutes, 16 episodes. As I said, I'm just looking to... Alright, here's another one. Akuma-kun Yukuso Akuma Land E. One episode, 25 minutes. I said before that my favorite span of OVA is, 80s to 90s? So it's in there, 1990. So I guess let's find out if it's gettable. Alright, unfortunately, yet again, well, not unfortunately in the same way. Unfortunately, this is part of a 42 episode series in which it is a special, which we've already stated we cannot do that. So, on to more rules. That was 12 minutes. I keep saying 12 minutes. 12 episodes. 21 episodes. Like I said, to keep it rolling on. That is a movie. This isn't the movie wheel. Maybe eventually. I don't know. Hentai. Sorry. So it didn't have an episode count, so I didn't know what to do with that. 12 episodes. I said before, that's 31 seconds, that's a commercial or something. I wish there was some sort of editor, 52 episodes, to let you pick specific things for episodes, so that I didn't have to do this, that I could just click once. That's 13 episodes. And we'd find 5 episodes, exactly what we need. It's 1 episode, but it's too short. It's 8 minutes. It's underneath the 20-minute requirement. Technically, that's also 17 minutes, which is also too short. That's too many episodes. If you see something in the those 20 episodes, if you see something in the thing pop up that is too long or something like that, it's a movie. Not, I mean, too long in the realm of too many episodes or whatever, too short, and you think that I might be interested in it, also too short, but that was interesting to me because it was black and white, meaning that it might be really old. I was saying, say that's part of the greater series. And you think that I might be interested in it, let me know. Because otherwise, again, I'm just looking for things to disqualify stuff. Sword Art Online 2 debriefing. I know that Sword Art Online is a big thing. That's music video. So again, I'm just looking for stuff to discount here. That's 30 seconds. I'm not looking for quality. I'm not looking for stuff that looks interesting to me. I'm specifically looking for something that fits the criteria that we've already talked about. That's 3 minutes. But Made in Abyss. Waiting for Made in Abyss to come back. 12 episodes. But I am always interested in hearing your guys' opinions. If there is something there that I should be watching, that's a movie, that I might just otherwise be missing. Oh, A Sense of the Bookworm. I'm also interested in that, but unfortunately, that is a 2-hour movie. Unfortunately, I've seen the first season. I think I saw some of the second season. That's not out yet. Also, Bang Dream is a larger franchise. I think I've seen that recommendation on our server already by Fail Fisher. That, I guess, was a commercial. Certainly wouldn't have been a music video. G-Quack's the beginning. I wish I would have seen that, but we've rewatched the show. 13 episodes. That's 2 minutes. That must be a commercial. Could have been a music video. 4 episodes, too long. That is RX. We're not doing that. Also, it was 10 episodes, which is very odd. Oh, what do we got here? Nora. Nora's on vacation in a Holiday Inn space station. When the artificial gravity fails, the whole space resort becomes chaotic, but she helps solve the problem. Adventure sci-fi, 13 or older. Technically, it's longer than I want it to be, but it is an OVA, and it's right in that sweet spot of 80s to 90s. You can't get more 80s to 90s than 1985. Legitimately, it's almost as old as I am. Alright, hold on. Let me just take a quick gander and see if we can find it. Alright, looks like Nora is what we're going to be doing. So, buckle your seatbelts, I guess, for Holiday Inn as we go find out what Nora is about.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Alright. DC Pony Video. That sounds familiar. I thought it was DC. I was thinking Deke Entertainment, but that wouldn't be... Well, I don't know. Deke Entertainment has worked with a bunch of anime companies before. FilmLink presents a direct-to-video film. Not getting my hopes high here. But you are tempting me for epilepsy. Holiday Inn, you say? That's like the worst game of Pac-Man I've ever seen. Okay. Oh, I guess that was in the video game. Okay, so either it's really good graphics in the video game, or they're showing us what's really going on in the real world. Because if that was in the game, then what's the point of this game? Okay, wasn't in the game. They were showing us the real world. Ouch. Who's fighting who? Who are we bombing? Because it seemed like the country had their own defense system. But we saw it point up at the jets. Professor Doty. Doty. Am I an AI? Okay, you're not talking to us, you're talking to somebody else. Got it. Those were Bonchai from Gundam. Slow learner, this AI. Oh, okay. I was wondering what the satellite crashed into. Look, I'm not going to automatically shit on the quality of the CG that was going on there. 1985? That was at least as good as a reboot. Japan Airlines. Showing us him, close up on him. I'm assuming that means he's going to be a character. I'm saying we're looking out at the eternal void. I think she's Nora, because I think she's the one that was on the cover. Or the poster that we saw. The Cone of Silence. Say that almost looked like an episode of Voltace 5. That's the guy sitting next to you. That is the guy sitting next to you. That the guy sitting next to me in the middle of stare at his crotch and then move up slowly. Everything but his face. It's weird how his mustache keeps going from like full-on mustache to pencil thin. See? Oh, that's your fault now. Again, they must have seen you. This is pretty funny. Also, you don't think you'd want to wear that kind of skirt in 0G. Yeah, I kind of figured this was the comedy we're going to get. Gee, I wonder how this thing is going to have a problem. I wonder what causes it. Like, what were you doing with me while I was asleep?
まあまあまあ気にすることないよザカラヤセン博士。
私の名を
私ノーラスコラ。
It's in my name. Now, is he affable because it's a cute girl who suddenly woke him up and knows who he is? Or because she's interested? Those are the Banshai from Gundam. Am I inadvertently watching a Gundam story without knowing it? Or are they just going to be like super common sci-fi trope colony things? Oh, they are. Never mind. We've covered before in the Gundam reactions. That is the Rebel. That's the Rebel logo from Star Wars. Oh, I don't know. I'm tilting my head for it. It says Holiday Inn. We already knew that. Plus, we would have gotten this shot. Getting ready for bowling league. Yeah, as I expected. It's the only reason why he would have been fine with everything that happened. It's pretty short. The other guys were on the same plane as him, and those people were huge compared to him. Those cars are crashing into each other. They're both heading the same direction, going... You'll see if you're paying attention. Listen, Nora, who the hell are you again? I mean, I don't know what's going to happen to this Holiday Inn. But I don't think the entire Banshai is named Holiday Inn. I'm calling it a Banshai because that's the only thing I can think to call it. I don't remember what they're actually called. Probably the premise of the OVA. So it was completely unsettled. He just got taken away by the garbage immediately. Probably wish that had happened in the reverse order. Hit by the trash and then hit by the clean water. The fact it's not happening to anyone else. Oh, the AI, of course. What's it called? Artifield or something? Now it is happening to somebody else. The fuck? Panic attack? I feel like they made her athletic or gymnastics specifically so they didn't have to bother with the skirt problem.
主任市長が説明を求めておられます。いつ何時また馬鹿げた事故が起きるかもわからんのだ。ここを離れるわけにはいかん。
シェイプアップサウナが私を締め上げたのよ。殺されるかと思ったわよ、もう。
申し訳ございません。はい、至急原因を調べた上で。申し訳ございません。どの事故も原因不明だなんて報告できるか。すべて異常なしだなんて。
I don't know, it seems like all your guys are busy reporting on there's nothing to report. We haven't seen like an investigative team figuring it out yet. Couldn't figure out what that said.
噂通り50メートル飛び込みってほんと
Certainly wouldn't want to be doing that when the gravity kicks back in.
鳥にな
Or,
ったみたい
I don't know, back in as though it's off right now. If there's a gravity control system that can turn on, wouldn't want to be here when it does. Yeah, wasn't he supposed to be going somewhere? He canceled it to have an affair with Nora? Yeah, watch Passengers if you want to see why drowning in zero-G would be so fucking terrifying. Are they gonna aim inward? They're gonna fry the inside of the colony? Oh, the opposite.
管理局、ミラーを止めろ。何をやってるんだ。ああ、こちらは何もしていない。コンピューターの誤作動だ。すぐに原因を調べる。原因を
See?
調査すると言ったって。
Snacking on a carrot?
なんだ。
Again, this gonna be scary with the water. Yeah, there we go. Fairly honest, they would form little spheres, or giant spheres. Yep, see, and people get stuck in them. And you got no way to move your way out of it. That's pretty cool. I don't know, I think that's enough water that that kid could probably drink their way out of. Although it was a pool, so it's probably chlorinated water, which means it would be equally as bad to drink your way out of it.
ごめんよ乱暴にしてもう大丈夫怖かったねこっち来ちゃダメほらさあ行った行ったこっちに用はないよキリがないなあらら
何かね君は。私はブヨブヨしてて水と区別がつかんとでも言うのかね。
I don't know, man. I don't really know what Nora sees in him, other than maybe the fact that she's attracted to intelligence and he's a professor who got on the news. Is that a person or a doll?
そんな報告に聞く耳を貸すと思うか。お前たち全員クビにしてやりたいよ。
復旧作業が続いておりますが、一連の事故を引き起こした中央管理局のコントロールシステムを総力を挙げて点検しているにもかかわらず、視点コントロール誤作動による大事故発生から24時間経った今、まだ原因解明の報告はなされておりません。
I mean, I guess you can't, like, evacuate the whole Bonchai.
様々なミス防止策が取られており、当局者は考えられない事故と困惑しております。しかし、宇宙空間都市にとってこのような事故に対する防御策は死活を決する問題であり、一刻も早く原因を解明しなければなりません。
Yeah, especially if this is like a tourism industry sort of thing. No one's gonna want to come here once you get the reviews about nearly drowned.
我々だって努力してないわけじゃないんです。だったら何かもう報告があってもいいはずだ。だから何度も言ってるでしょ。
Guess I didn't put in the water back in. You think maybe that she's going to deep space and she's just spending her time with whoever she can?
これ本って言うんだよね。もう地球にはないねこんなの。
Wonder what that represents.
ねえこの立体映画見に行こうよね博士。まだ気にしてんの？いろんな故障のこと。そうよね。あれじゃまるでやんちゃ坊主
I'm gonna say, well, he's smart enough to worry about them.
私に惚れたか。
そうだ。いや違う違う。いやなんだそのつまり、そうだわんぱく坊主のいたずらだ。そうなんだ。リバース効果のある価値構成の頭脳が自己認識の確率を試みた。そうなんだ。
こら焦るな中年。
Not so fast. You've been spending like a day and a half, 2 days with him?
拡張された推論領域に、例えば制限機能がオーバーフローしたときにミスチャージが発生する。
Although she clearly doesn't want it. Also, he pulled her out of one of her shoes.
いやお久しぶりです。すっかりお待たせしてしまって申し訳ない。
Oh, not her shoe, her hat. Yeah, see, right? That feels like exactly what it feels like.
はじめまして、私ノーラスコラです。私ここへ来たのは初めてですけど、大好きになりましたわ。いろんな冒険ができますのね。
Kind of feel like she might be using him specifically to get to somewhere.
ではザカラヤセン博士、火星地質探査隊の地質サンプルなどが届いておりますが、早速ご覧になりますか。それで
I was gonna say, to his benefit, I don't see like any rings on his fingers or anything, so it's not adultery on the menu. So it looked like he was having a stroke when I was going this way. That, see? That way and then that way.
回避水路をオープンにして水圧を逃がすわけです。このセンサーが働かない場合にはですね、バルブコントローラー、これがそうなんです。つまりスライドピニオンギアなんですが、
よくよく君は水に疲れとるんだな。
博士の方がよっぽどね。
I guess the pool got refilled pretty quickly after the incident. Also, they had mannequin-like legs. Yeah, she's the one that had the thing that almost choked her. Yeah, that thing. Why do they have the authority to investigate everything? Yeah, the AI programmer is told what to do. Sorry, I apologize, I'm yawning a lot. This is a 4 a.m. recording. Yeah, she's the one that called it. Pretty goofy. So I still gotta figure out the relationship, what she thinks is going on here. Cause she's just hanging out with him when he's like doing nothing related to her. What would that be? I mean, that was the other guy, right? Is he more interested in figuring out what's going on here and then, like, what, living and working here? Or does he think that Nora's gonna stay with him? State secret.
実は私火星コロニー準備委員会の次席でして、たとえ UNSA のお偉方でもコロニー自治会の許可書がなければお見せできませんな。ま、出直してくるんですな。すぐに許可が下りるとは思えませんがね。
Yeah, how's this helping you? Okay. Apparently everyone reacts to Nora the same way. I think she's up to something. As I said before. Yay! I sort of seen that keyboard in another anime, or an OVA as well. This is straight F1 to F12, nothing else on the top row. I mean, to be fair, there was English words on there. They tried. My genius, his specialty is. And that's Dohati, the one that talked to the AI thing at the very start. Well, to be fair, we know that brown, red glass is soundproof almost. There we go, found the AI. Artifield, right? Does he? He just looks tired. I'm saying that, I'll keep yawning. He looks tired. I mean, I hope this isn't being built up to be some sort of mystery, because they've told us everything before we got to it. So I had the name right. Good. I mean, seemingly it stopped doing all the messed up stuff with the colony, so... Okay, that's not who I imagined he looked like from the neck down. Don't know what my expectation was, but that wasn't it. I mean, it's transporter or cloning machine. Nope, just the mainframe for Artifield. That was going to make a glass sound, not so much a plastic cup hitting the floor sound. I'm just downloading the schematics for a couple of animals as well as the floor plan. Oh, okay. I thought we were implying something from the outside was approaching the station. This has somewhat of a Dallas vibe, just without the romance and hanging out there a bit. I don't know, I just sensed something about this that reminded me of Dallas, even though there's so much that separates Dallas from this. So, slums on the station.
サピエンス生物共通の非システム性同じミスの繰り返し不完全な再生産制御を失った自己防衛は憎悪と化し混乱の増大を招く
Sounds like the
彼らの進化上の役割は
electric intelligence from virus. You know, the one that says we humans are a virus.
彼らによる害を最小限にとどめることが最も重要だ。もはや彼らの消去をためらう理由は何もない。
I guess this is why Nora indicated there was no books on Earth anymore. Weird that already went straight to eliminating them, though. Them being us, I mean. Given that it could just, you know, do things to limit our reproduction and... I'd say it could have gone to more extreme measures of control. And less extreme measures like elimination. I guess Blitzball is well and alive in the future. Sorry, it's just the irony of this. Y'all don't know it, but I took like a quick 5-minute break because I'm boiling alive in this room right now. It's 4 a.m. and I swear to God it's like 80, 85 degrees in this room, which might not be a lot for some of you out there, but for me, I'm cooking. Ooh, some real Resident Evil shit here. Red Queen is taking over and killing people. Is the other guy still alive? Like, did it kill the creator or the guy that told it to do everything? Because we just saw him laughing his ass off last time I remember. Okay, yeah, he's just fine.
本気になればお前の力はこんなもんじゃないんだ。もっと力を蓄えるんだ。いいか。私の言う通りにするんだ。
Except for you're a human. Is the implication here that the first guy who invented an AI, or the first AI a man invented, is the one to kill us all? I mean, you can't get much further from spare your power to use it all to electrocute the guy. Pretty sure that's supposed to be jelly beans. This is Wall-E. This is all the robots from Wall-E. I know it's like well before Wall-E. I just mean pointing out the things that may have given gotten inspiration from this. I guess I also see a little bit of influence on Colossus, the Thorben project. Although at that point, actually, I think Colossus may have been like a 70s movie, so. To be fair, gave you a day. Gave you a day. I would say that Colossus, would, you know, tear Artifiend a new hole. Or whatever the representative of AI ass getting ripped up would be. What are these two doing on this transport, though? Because this seems to be a medical transport. They're not hurt. He's a wanted man. I mean, if you'd want to tell people this. Oh wow, he's going through some PTSD. Well, sorry, he's not going through PTSD. He's hearing the helicopter that he's currently on. So I'm pretty sure you picked her up by the ass yet again. I guess at the end of all, she's the one that initiated this relationship that they have, whatever it is. Yeah, I guess it should be about their shoes, right? I don't know, I'd be questioning the element if there's an electronic device around us that can hear us. Yeah, when I was looking this up to see if there was anything about this, if this was connected to another series or anything, it did say this is based on a manga. So I don't know if this is like one of just a story from the manga, or if this is like the entirety of the manga. I don't know what we're seeing there. That looks like a circuit board of some sort. Oh, I thought we were about to say he has like an artificial heart or something, and that already just hacked his heart. Dude, I can get it flooding the hallway, but squirting him in the face, that was just like a little bit extra. Yeah, but what is there a danger of? The trash gonna come flowing in here too?
閉じ込める気だ。
Okay, that was working pretty slow. You had all the time in the world. Wouldn't have done that, though. That was fucking crazy. I mean, just as you expect NORAD to be shut up. We're in some danger here. But where did she lose her hat? Because I don't see it on the other side of the doorway either. Never mind. Got it back. I kind of have the gist that this might end with Nora's boyfriend or something showing up at the station. And that our professor here is just a one-off character for this specific story of Nora's run of whatever. There, wasn't wrong. Let's say danger. Meanwhile, at the Oompa Loompa door. That's what I thought she was gonna do. Yay! There's so many shots in here that I'd be like, that's gonna be the thumbnail image. That's gonna be the thumbnail image. Of course, now I'm just realizing as I'm saying that, we don't do thumbnail images for these. I'll just add a character to the ongoing wheel thumbnail. Looks like you're about to start the Brave Little Toaster song, Worthless. Sorry, now it looks like you're doing blackface. Well, then, like, looks like you're dead. I don't know how the hell he survives that. Okay. So she made them run into each other, I get that. It's just the element of, what the hell should we do in there a second? So still kind of in blackface. I understand, not his fault. It's a dirty place, and it looks like he got himself rolled in it. Also, who doesn't love a good demolition derby? I also kind of feel like this may have inspired bits of Idiocracy as well. How did he get clean? Like, they didn't go through water or anything. He just suddenly isn't in blackface anymore. Could start spitting on it. Or that power cable, say the power cable behind it. I mean, I would say continue pulling cords.
なんてこった。
どうかしたの？
I mean, if we've handled Artifiend,
何度やっても
then what are
勝
we
ちだ。
still doing?
アーティフィンドは死んで
Never mind, that answers that question.
今でも全システムを支配しているんだ。
We're doing Whopper from War Games. Still planning to launch the missiles.
これでおあいこかな。
Was what make us even? I expected to see a shot of the countdown timer again.
の子ならお尻引っ叩いてやるんだけどね。
おああ、君はそれっきゃない。お尻を引っ叩くんだ。まったく君って子はなんてことを考えつくんだ。ローラ、素晴らしい。君はキリストと鮭がくしゃみをして生まれてきたような子だ。
Okay, that's poetic, I guess.
君がいてくれれば、いや、地球を救えるのはきっと君だ。要するに、アーティ坊やを教育し直せばいい。できるかもしれん。
When did War Games come out? Because
アーティフィンドの自意識は
we need to teach Artifiend that the only winning move is not to
スペ
play.
ースコロニーだけでなく、地球上のコンピューターにも入り込んでいって、世界の隅々まで動かせる存在となったのだ。もう一度それが可能とすれば、君がやるんだ、ノーラ。
私がコンピューターの自意識を
I guess the only thing is, though, that Artifiend reached out to her once and did not even continue it, no matter how much she
たま
asked.
たま反抗期に達した子供だ。
そう、親のしつけがなってない。
ノーラ、君がアーティのしつけをするんだ。
I don't know, it feels like you just go to one of the cameras and threaten the element that you've got its control system.
憎悪を学んでしまっている。
Although it might not even care about that anymore.
ヤッホー、私よ、覚えてる？アーティ、わかる？私ノーラ。
ああ、
I was like, did we just run out of budget for the soundtrack?
なんてことすんのよ、やめなさいってば、このメメクラゲ。
メメクラゲ。
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what that word is either.
クシクラゲ目、クダクラゲ目のいずれにも該当する分類名称は含まれていない。
This does again feel like virus as well.
高い単語は逆さクラゲ。
Although, ironically, also a modern AI kind of is like too.
抽象的言葉と推測できる。
結構物知りじゃない。
物知り？データ検索速度のことを指すものと了解。ちなみに平均1万分の1秒であるが、私の記憶回路は全世界のデータバンクに接続されている。
かわいい。でもいい。
I mean, again, it'd be the best one to analyze us as a people.
おっとアーティ、あんた人間
Although it did that, and then said we all needed to die, so... Of course, why not? Throw a little bit of iRobot in there as well. Those people are dead.
人間の固有の無基準な意識領域に属する。したがって私に入力することは意味がない。
歪んだ性格してるな。モテないぞ、そういうの。
意味不明、意味不明。データリンクの構造を変
So she's kirking it.
実施完了。意味不明。
Out unlogicking your computer to the point it destroys itself.
君たちの曖昧な価値評価体系と異なり、私には目的のために必要かつ最も効率的な手段を選択する判断能力がある。
つまりね、
I mean, kind of did. Kind of did pick that one was the same as the other options.
意味不明意味不明人類愛歴史データを
Like, how far or how close to the line are we gonna get? Is it gonna launch and then discover what humanity is and then destroy them at mid-launch?
信じられないアーティが抽象概念の範囲内で会話に乗ってくるとは。さあ予測のしがたいことには極めて素直な人格だね。全て蓋然性というのはあらゆる偶然性の積分だ。実に簡単明瞭だ。ノーラといえば偶然性の塊のような人間だからね。やれやれ、案外あの二人気が合ってるようだ。
例えばあんたと同じ巨大頭脳があったらどうする？
家庭モデルを構成しその機能範囲を推定する構成単位の序列によって生じる双方の未来予知の確率差によって対抗策が決定される。
なんのこっちゃ。
So interesting. Talking to Artifiend.
ね、で知り尽くせると思う？
私と同様相手の価値評価構成がリバース効果があるものなら限定条件下での推測しか可能ではない。
ああ、女の子が男の人のために料理をしたいとか胸がときめくとかあんたにはわかんないんだよね、きっと。
I don't know, you should be able to get, like, hurt too big or something like that.
およびアドレナリンの分泌を促す生理作用が他の個体の機能推定と連動するのか条件不明提示せよ。
こりゃ全問答だね。
So I guess they're just observing a wits battle between the blonde and the newly born AI.
だからね、人を好きになると相手を受け入れたいと思うでしょ。手を取り合って。
Again, I think the problem isn't that. The problem is the other stuff we got going.
核ミサイルの発射まであと7分しかない。
核ミサイル。
ダメよアーティ、発射しちゃう。
Hadn't worked yet. The "you're bad" already has not worked yet.
君がどういう理由でここにいるのかすでに計算した。繰り返して言うが。
Because, I mean, before that, could, you know, interject something in the after, but... I mean, after everything's happened, you can interject something to humanize them. But for how long?
全てのコロニーの全ての人類に次ぐ一切の戦争行為と主要核兵器を放棄せよ。私アーティフィーンドは全ての国家全ての民族全ての人類に公平かつ平和の道を指し示す先兵である。
Okay, so we went from annihilation to slaves to the computer? It is Colossus. Is that like her tagline in the manga? Also, I guess Artifiend really is attached to her, otherwise what would be like playing it up for an audience for? What did I say? She would go off on her own thing and he would be left behind, never to be seen again. I feel like the story is going to be multiple men, one after another, falling in love with her for whatever story that they're on. I guess maybe Artie's like your sidekick throughout the manga? Okay, fair enough. Even the AI. If she can't get away from Artie because Artie's everywhere. To be fair, that is the first time that they've done that, and it was at the end. Because I brought that up before. I think they specifically made her gymnastic so that they would never do that. And that's definitely the Rebel faction symbol on the, whatever you call that, the back triangle thing. I will say, this was actually pretty good. How many have we done? We've done 4 of these? I'd say this is probably 3rd best right now. I mean, it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything like wholly unique from the element that I kept bringing up, stuff that must have been inspired by this. But it was enjoyable nonetheless. Like, I don't know that I would like recommend this to anybody. But if it was on, I wouldn't tell them, hey, you know, don't watch that, watch something else. I'd be like, hey, this is a thing. You might enjoy it. I think what this does the best job of is selling the manga. Because, you know, I'm actually kind of interested. I mean, I'm probably not gonna. But seeing that seeing what the manga's like, to see if, like, Professor Guy ever shows back up. Is Artie a constant companion or a nuisance? I should say, even though the rule is nothing that... Oh, sorry, the rule is only solo stuff. I did see that there is a sequel movie to this, or a sequel OVA. But it's also listed as a 1 of 1. So I didn't quite know how to handle that in the moment, and I was like, this is in the sweet spot area. It lists itself as an OVA. The only source is for a manga. Let's go ahead and do it. As I said, sometimes there's wiggle room. And I chose wiggle room. And the fact that the ending song is all about being in love with Artie. I had to assume that Artie is a major character in the manga. Thinking, I don't know how long the manga goes on. It could just be like a chapter. It's very interesting. Like I said, I enjoyed myself. I will admit that if it seemed like I wasn't at most points, it's almost 5 a.m. I have not slept at all. The source of the tiredness did not make me enjoy it any less. It made me a bit more incapable of focusing, for certain. I should also say the fact that it's sweltering hot, that I actually had to take a 5-minute break, did not help. So the fact that I still say I enjoyed it, despite those factors as well, I think that makes it pretty good. Isn't it? It's like the 3rd best OVA that we've done out of the 4. I think. Because I can't quite remember all of them at the top of my head. Is this the end one? I guess so. Or that's the end one. Okay, no, that's the copyright one with the people who did the subtitling, did their little thing too, and that's the thing that appears at the end of every anime we've ever watched. So yeah, I mean, I do have critiques, of course. There's the element that everything was given away to us. There was no, like, real mystery. They introduced who Artie was, who the other guy was a professor, Dodai? I don't know if he was a professor or not. It looks like a janitor who created an AI. Like, when it was just him, like a headshot like this, like, oh, that guy's our villain. And then they show him later, and he's just like laying back, big old belly, he's drinking, spilling shit all over himself. It's like, I don't feel as strongly about this guy anymore. I enjoyed the relationship between Nora and the professor, especially on the opening plane where she's bouncing around because she's like fucking up right after another. Very entertaining, very comedic. I don't think we needed even half as many of the scenes that they had, though. Like, legitimately, I feel like you could get away with just like, this could be like a 15-minute OVA. The fact that we don't spend any time in the mystery, we essentially, okay, here's the thing. Plane ride. Calling the plane ride even goes to space. The plane ride, the guy talking to Artie, they land, shit starts going wrong, like the water and the gravity on the air conditioning. Like, immediately. We have the guy try to solve some stuff. We find Dodai. They go down to where Artie is. And then there's the resolution. Like, we can still do the missile threatening thing and whatnot. Obviously, we'd have to. I think this is actually what I'm talking about here. Falls into the scope of the difference between the theatrical cut of The Abyss and the TV cut of The Abyss. If you remember watching the Abyss and the space alien monsters from the bottom of the ocean, like, do these tidal waves that like freeze in front of nations across the world, in front of large cities on the coastline in nations across the world, before then sending a message and discovering humans are capable of love, yada 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 yada. Then you understand the difference between, say, if we took out the possible missile strike here and cut it out. There's a world where cutting it out doesn't change all that much, but I think you'll find that if you watch the cut where the missile strikes are heavily implied to be on their way, then that would make for the better product. Alright, well, I feel like there's not really that much more to say about it because it was kind of just a sequence of the professor trying to keep Nora around, maybe thinking that Nora was more into him than actually seemed to be the case, and then ultimately having to lose her to the flighty nature that she has, which is, again, I guess why he fell for her to begin with, and then why Artie falls for her. Surprised that Dotei didn't fall for her, but that might be an element that there was self-realization in Dotei. Yeah, sorry. What I was getting at there is I just don't think there's actually that much more to cover on it. Also, if the element, again, 5 a.m., haven't slept at all, and the heat is, like, draining my energy. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. If you have any comments you have to say about Nora, if you've seen it before, let me know. If you have read the manga before, let me know. Because otherwise, I had no idea this existed before tonight, and now I've seen it. Literally, maybe I should call this not the random OVA wheel, but let's see it together. I don't know. I don't think I need to be renaming it how many episodes of this there already are. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's it for Nora, 1985. Once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?